Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm a counsellor and psychotherapist, and I work a lot with teenagers. I'm here to talk to you about some of the issues that you might find that you're dealing with as a teenager, and to hopefully give you some tips that might be useful. I'm going to talk to you about how to talk to your crush. Now, having a crush on someone is something that probably everyone goes through at some stage, and mostly when we're younger. So it can be a really brilliant experience, it can feel really exciting, and it can feel so embarrassing and make you a whole bag of nerves, and really, blush as soon as you see them and find your words tumble out in the wrong way. So it can be all of these things, but the main thing is you end up feeling incredibly self-conscious. So it makes it much harder to talk to someone you've got a crush on when you're feeling that self-conscious. So it's difficult. I mean, remember that it's difficult for everyone. It's not, you are going through this and it's pretty hard for you, but it is for everyone. It doesn't make you someone who, odd just because you're struggling to talk to someone you've got a crush on. Some of the tips for trying to manage your nerves and trying to feel calm so that you can actually talk to the person you've got a crush on is to try and calm yourself. Just take some deep breaths, try and calm yourself physically, but also just lower your expectations, and lower your expectations on yourself as well as of the person you got the crush on. They're just human. They're not a god or a goddess, even though they are in your fantasies. And you're just human too. So you blushing and not finding the right words is okay. It's just a part of being a bit shy around this person. And so taking the pressure off you might help ease you into kind of communicating with them. So go slowly. Don't expect the first time you work up to speaking to your crush that you're going to be asking them on a date and you're going to be wandering hand in hand happily ever after afterwards. Having a crush is often, usually anyway, about a fantasy more. You've built up a fantasy. You've got, often it's one way, and the person that you got the crush on may not fancy you back. But you don't know until you try, and you don't know until you've talked to them. So smile, say hi, maybe find a way into saying something to them. Just use humour if you can, if you're not too nervous, and show an interest in them. If you're self-conscious, the kind of trick to trying to feel less shy or self-conscious is to put your attention in the other person. So give your consciousness to them in terms of asking them questions or showing an interest in them and making them feel special, rather than being concerned about how you're coming across and what you're saying. Be friendly, be yourself, and realise that you can sometimes have crushes on people that are never, are like teachers or are way older than you, or people that are never going to return the same feelings. They're never going to be as attracted to you as you are them. But you might still want to talk to them and just kind of get to know them. And just finally, enjoy as much as you can the crush you've got on whoever it is. And even though it might not go anywhere, don't forget that there'll be other crushes to come. And you just learning to deal with manage nerves could be a good thing in the future too. Good luck.